Story 1. The Girl with the Doll. When I was 11, we had just moved into an old rental house outside Richmond, Virginia. My room was small, barely fit a bed, a desk, and a dusty old wardrobe the landlord didn't remove. One night, I dropped my phone under the bed and reached for it without thinking. That's when I felt something brush against my hand. It wasn't static or hair, it was fabric. Like a dress. I looked. There was a small porcelain doll lying under there, but I never owned one. I asked my mom and dad. They swore they never bought it. The next night, it was sitting on my desk. Facing my bed, I threw it out. Next night, it was back under the bed again. Same spot. My dad finally smashed it and tossed it into the woods. I never saw it again, but for weeks, every night at 3:11 I'd wake up to the sound of small footsteps on the wooden floorboards. Slow, walking around the bed. One night, I swear I heard a voice whisper, "I liked it there." Story 2. The roommate's secret. This happened to my cousin's roommate in New York. She shared an apartment with a girl she found through Facebook. Seemed normal, clean, quiet, paid rent on time. But every night around 2 a.m. she'd hear the door creak. She thought it was the cat or maybe the pipes. One night she couldn't sleep and decided to record some audio to catch the sound. The next morning, she played it back and heard the door creak, followed by heavy breathing, and then a low voice that said, "She's still awake." She freaked out and checked everywhere. Nothing. The next night, she pretended to sleep. Around 2:05 a.m., she saw her roommate crawl out from under her bed, eyes wide, pale skin, smiling. She ran out and never returned. Cops found claw marks on the inside of the bed frame. Story 3. The Airbnb in Texas last year. I took a solo trip through Texas, stayed at a remote Airbnb cabin with a gorgeous view but no cell phone signal. The first night was peaceful. The second night, I woke up to what sounded like dragging, like nails across the floor. I turned on the flashlight and saw deep scratch marks under the bed. I looked underneath. Nothing. Just silence. Dust. I figured it was an animal, maybe a raccoon. Next night, I set up my phone on video mode, flashlight on, and aimed it at the floor. I fell asleep. The next morning, I played it back. 2:41 a.m. flickers. Then a hand slowly reaches out from under the bed. Stays there, not moving, not doing anything. Just watching. When I zoomed in, I noticed the fingers. They were bent the wrong way. Sometimes we're afraid of what's in the dark, but maybe we should be more afraid of what's right below us. Watching quietly. If you ever hear something under your bed, don't look. Just get out while you still can. Subscribe if you want more true horror before it's too late.